He's a reality star turned podcaster who we met when he went searching for love on Netflix hit series Too Hot to Handle.
That's right. He's since put his love lessons to good use as he dishes his top tips and dating advice to his 4 million followers.
Yeah. Please welcome back to the show. It's Harry Jowsey.
Hey.
Harry.
I'm surprised you guys want me back.
Yeah, no, it's great to have you back because the last time you were on the show you were on Skype, but you're here physically, and it's like a short visit, you have a short stint here in Dublin, but you managed to come into us, so thanks for that. Have you sampled any Guinness?
No, I haven't.
No.
Yeah, I've just been overwhelmed with the accents. It's so much fun. Like, it's been crazy. I couldn't understand what my Uber driver was saying, but I was just so happy that he was talking to me in his accent. But I haven't had a chance to go to the Guinness factory yet.
No.
Well, you're sticking around for the weekend. You should, oh no, you're back next week. No, you're going tomorrow.
Yes.
Going tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out when there's a hurling game.
You missed the biggest one of the year.
Yeah.
Well, there's camogie. There's the
What
female.
is camogie?
So the female version of hurling. So that's on tomorrow in Crow Park.
The different
There we
So
go.
Iris, I can give you, I can teach you a thing or two about her, and I say,
Camogie.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I've heard.
Yeah.
now, I think, well, I was going to steal your line there, but obviously our viewers will know you from Too Hot to Handle. But you could have been recognised for Love Island if things went a bit differently.
Yeah, so I was actually applying for every single reality show under the sun. Because
Why was that, can I ask you? Why did you just want to go on every reality show?
So I did one in New Zealand,
Yeah.
and I won that, and I was like, damn, like I'm
what
not.
one was that called?
It was called Heartbreak Island. And
Okay, so that was the first one you did.
Yeah, it wasn't that fun. It was really like, it was like Survivor crossed with like Big Brother crossed with like Love Island. It like didn't really have any like, didn't really have any momentum, but it was a lot of fun. And then I was like, oh, this is cool. Like I get to like make people laugh at me. So let's try and like put this on a bigger scale. So because I have a UK passport, I was trying for Love Island UK, and I was almost through. But I think Lucie from Love Island, me and her switched. So she was on Too Hot to Handle, and then she's like, I want to be on Love Island, and then they put us over. Okay. So yeah, it could have been so much fun, but here we are.
Here you are. Here you are.
Actually, you got to make friends with Justin Bieber because he was watching the show and he slid into your DMs, did he?
That was the craziest day of my time. Like I was shaking. I was like, no. When he DM'd me, he said, hey, what's your number? I was in the car with my friend, and I was like, turn the car off and don't breathe. Like he's gonna call me. Just do not breathe. And he's sitting there like holding his head. Because I was like, this is the craziest moment of my entire life. And then he called me. He just told me that he was there for me. Sweetest dude on the planet. Yeah, he's the nicest guy. So FaceTime for like an hour and a half.
FaceTimed him for an hour and a half.
He prayed for me. I was like, I started crying. I was like, no one's ever done this before. I was so shocked. And then I've seen him a bunch of times, and he's just always been just a lovely, warm guy.
So he was a big fan of the show, of Too Hot to Handle, obviously.
I don't think he was I think he was worried. He's like, this guy is an idiot. I gotta help him.
Well, you've put a lot of your dating, you've been on reality shows, dating shows, and you've put them to good use because you now have your own Spotify Live. It's called Dating Harry Jowsey, so you're a bit of a love guru now. And we asked our viewers at the 6 o'clock show to send in their dating dilemmas. Are you ready? Put your agony uncle hat on. Here we go. Right, so Caroline, she asks, can two people fall for one another even though they haven't met face to face, against all odds, location, distance, and other lovers? If so, would this be love or lust, in your opinion?
I think that there's a chance that it can be love. Like,
really?
I've fallen in love online so many times, like almost every single day. And to see someone just so gorgeous.
But that's lust.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
I should know
that. They're confusing lust with love because, like, love you should develop over time, but like lust is like more instant kind of thing. It's like an attraction, isn't it?
Yeah, I think you can. Like, I feel like you can fall in love with anyone in any way, shape, or form, and I find that, like, especially with social media and what, like having a phone, you're pretty much like seeing someone. The only thing you're missing is that physical part. So I think 100% you can fall in love. Like I know people that got married like from Tinder.
Yeah,
which is
that happens.
Crazy.
Ursa, you're happily married. How did you meet your husband?
Through a friend.
Did you?
Yeah, our friend played the matchmaker and said we were both well suited, and there we.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
it was
no
great.
Tinder
So they knew
involved.
that there was that the connection and common interests. So we didn't have to go down the online dating route, but
You're lucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky you. Well, we have another question from Kira. She says, I think my boyfriend is cheating on me. Ooh. Is it bad to look through his phone to check if my suspicions are right?
I think that if you have a gut feeling, like your gut never lies.
No.
I think if you have a gut feeling, you should just go with it and be like, look, be open and honest, and like, this is how I feel. Or you could just stress him out and say, I heard like someone just said this to me. And then just fully like ruin his day, because then he'll like start confessing things.
Yeah, but then they mightn't confess. This is the thing. And if they don't, then you have to see the concrete evidence, and that's when you go through the phone.
Yeah, it's really start gaslighting.
So are you an advocate for going through phones?
Well, I might have had a bit of an experience in the past. No, I might have had to, because I was told, no, and then I just had to.
No, I feel like if you have to go through someone's phone, if you're at that point,
the gut was telling you there's obviously.
yeah, just be like, look, maybe it's time to have a little breather.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But
all right.
yeah, I'm not a fan going through phones, because if you went through mine, you'd probably see
Oh, you
things
definitely
you don't want to
shouldn't, unless you have like you know, huge suspicion, obviously. Now, Gary asked, I'm just out of a long-term relationship and don't know how much dating has changed since I was last single. How do I get back into the dating game? I'm really nervous about dating again. So how much has it changed for Gary?
I don't know if it's changed at all. No, I just think that the biggest thing when I come out of like the most love that I've ever had for someone, the biggest thing I had to do was work on myself. And when you start chasing relationships and like hunting like to fall in love, like you kind of scare people off because you're like really intense and your energy is like really present. And I found that like as soon as you just like take a moment, like learn to love yourself, like get grounded, don't worry about that, just focus on work, focus on getting ahead and like falling in love with yourself, the right person will appear.
That's good advice.
That was good advice, huh?
Yeah, that was really good. Nice stars for that advice.
I love that. We're just double checking. That was good. Okay, one last one. From Jamie. He says, I've been texting someone for 3 months, but I've noticed that they're taking 1 or 2 days to reply to my messages. Is this a red flag or am I overthinking it? Now I can already tell where this is going. But
has a wife and kids, for sure. Yeah.
No, I don't know if Jamie's a guy or a girl, actually.
Oh,
it could be a guy or a girl. I'm not sure.
Look, I think it just comes out to if they want to, they will. And if they're taking 1 to 2 days to reply, like, come on, like, which person
Dude,
is like 5 minutes away
it's
from
been
their
3
phone?
months. It says they've been texting for 3 months. It sounds like they haven't met yet. So take the hint.
Yeah, that's throwing red flags at you right there. Like, come on, Jamie.
And Harry, have you any other general like dating tips or just advice for people out there looking for love? Like, what would you say?
I think this is what I learned with one of my friends recently. Is if you're like really into someone, really attracted to someone, pretend that you're in a relationship so you don't like overwhelm them with messages and you play like too cool.
Oh, make them chase you then.
Yeah. So just text like someone else and like feel like have your options open, because then I find that every time I've been like, when you meet someone, you like imagine your like life with them, like, oh my God, we could have kids, we could do this. If you pretend that you're dating someone else, you fully like take your mind out of that and you're a little bit cooler, and then they chase you.